In the first part of this video, I told you that my husband and I decided to buy a house here in Queretaro, Mexico.
A bad state. The atrium bit is so nice.
We thought it was time to take this big responsibility as we really like the city where we are living. Querétaro is growing in the tourism and industrial sector. There's no doubt this city is booming and getting attention worldwide. We know that, and we thought we should buy a place in an area we really like before the prices skyrocket. In my previous video, I showed you two places we fell in love with. We really liked those places because they were located in the downtown area, or the Centro Histórico. The area where you'll find stunning architecture, cafes, walkable areas, and you can tell how much I like this place. If you don't remember, or if you're new watching this video, our budget is 2 million pesos or $100,000 in total, including property taxes. The property taxes are about 7%, and that must be included in our budget. The houses I showed you in my previous video are old though, and even though the houses are in our budget, we would need the money to do the repairs, to buy furniture, so that is not going to be only 2 million pesos. And honestly, that's something that is worrying us. And even though that sounded scary for us, really, really scary. Are we going to sign it?
I don't know. Do you want to sign it?
You want to sign it?
I don't think we should sign it.
No, I don't know. We decided to be on board.
Okay.
And we decided to put an offer on the second house. It's a good deal. It's a very amazing deal. So obviously there are a lot of offers. A lot of people want to buy that house.
The big thing is that they want cash. No mortgage, no nothing. So it's about $90,000 in cash. $90,000 for that house is a lot, but we don't have $90,000.
No. So fortunately, we've been offered the money privately, so we don't have to go to the bank.
Yep. So this is a privilege that we have that wouldn't be
we're
available.
very thankful, and we need to pay it right away. We don't have the house yet because we are the second
bidder.
The second bidder.
At least somebody else.
Yeah.
Who wants it, and the other people will be developers probably, because it's such a perfect location for an Airbnb. If you had a lot of money, you could buy the house.
Yes, it's a good investment. There was a lot of competition. I knew it. It was a great house located in a great area with an amazing price. So it didn't surprise me that we were the second couple who made an offer. If the first person withdrew the offer, that house could be ours. So I was feeling a lot of anxiety. I was super excited. Our real estate agent told us to keep looking for more options, as we couldn't rely on just one option, of course. So we started to look for different areas in Querétaro, areas that we really liked or we were willing to live there, of course. The house that we're about to see is this house that's behind me. The area is a nice neighborhood, as you can see. It's very quiet. It's good. I like it. So let's see.
So I'm just checking on the map to see like how close we are to different things, and definitely we could walk to the Centro Histórico in 15 minutes. We're not actually very far away from where we live at the moment, really. We're just the other side of Zaragoza.
Just a quick interruption to tell you that this video is sponsored by me. If you're interested in living or visiting Mexico, I've created Spanish courses to help you thrive in Spanish. These courses are 100% conversation courses using Mexican phrases and using the vocabulary that we Mexicans always use. I will be giving you the vocabulary and the materials, and we also have a live class every week, so you'll put into practice everything you've learned. You'll also be using an app with me so we can communicate via chat between classes. I'm gonna leave the description, the link below. So see you in the courses. We have Avenida Zaragoza, which is one of the main avenues in Querétaro. And it has 3 rooms, 1 bathroom. It's okay.
It's nice. It's fine.
But we weren't very convinced about the house. So we're in Milenio, and this is one of the nicest areas in Querétaro, right?
One of them is very, very popular for foreigners who move here to live in.
Yeah, it's very clean, very quiet, and this is a very comfortable area for many people, for locals and foreigners, because it has everything you need inside the area. It has supermarkets, it has cafes, it has everything. You don't need to go out of Milenio if you don't want. This is an apartment.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. It's fully furnished.
Fully furnished. All of the furniture is very high quality, very nice.
A fancy area with all the amenities you could ask for. It wasn't our kind of place though, for 2 reasons. It's not close to Central. It's about 15 minutes by car and much more if you are taking the bus. And it's super interesting that the cost of living is a little bit higher.
The tortillas here are 24 pesos, which is insane. So it's 20 pesos normally. So it's 20% more for tortillas. So if we consider that everything would be maybe 20% more expensive because the shops are paying more in rent and stuff, then our normal daily costs are going to be 20% more. So not only would would we have to pay more for the apartment, but also the cost of living in general.
And we also need to pay every month a cost to take care of all the amenities of the building. El Pueblito. This area is very far away from the center of Querétaro. We like this area though. When we first arrived in Querétaro after coming from Vietnam, we went to El Pueblito. We rented an Airbnb and we realized that El Pueblito is a nice area to live. It's like a little town. It's called El Pueblito because it has its own market, it has plenty of shops, cafes, parks, and it's also very well recognized because there are a lot of condominiums being built there. They have nice areas, green areas. It's not bad, it's just the distance. Right now we are in Plazas del Sol, and what I like about this area is that outside the streets look very, very nice. I see myself living in this area. It's also very close to Central de Abastos. Central de Abastos is where a lot of restaurants and shops buy the meat, vegetables at a lower price. We like the street, we like that area as well. And the house wasn't bad. It's 2 floors, it has 3 rooms, a big kitchen, it has a patio, a big patio. And what I like about this house is the cupola. We didn't see the emotions when we saw these houses as the first 2 houses I showed you on my previous video. Remember that we put an offer on the second house? So we decided to wait for an answer. And then the answer arrived. Our realtor told us the house had been sold, so we needed to start over again. It seems our real estate agent knew exactly what we were looking for. She called me a few days later and she was very excited because she told me she had found something for us. Estoy emocionada.
¿Sí? ¿Te gusta mucho?
Sí, me gusta. Wow, this looks good. Isn't it?
It's not good. It's not good. It's
everything's very new. Like all doors are new.
Ah, I like this bathroom. Oh my god, this is so nice.
So nice.
So far, all the houses that we've seen, either they don't have a kitchen or the kitchen needs a lot of work. This kitchen is new. We were looking for apartments, but this apartment is good. It's new.
Yeah, it's very safe, definitely. It's close to Alamos, which is like kind of a fancy area with lots of nice restaurants and bars. Well, nice restaurants and cafes more than bars. And then the other side is the center of Queretaro.
Yeah, it seems to me that Alamos is becoming like the Condesa of Mexico City, probably.
Vamos poner una fuerza si quieres.
They're building like malls nearby and like fancy apartments, and this is like an area which is being developed as like an upmarket, upper class neighborhoods.
And we were looking for a parking space, but it has.
That's true.
It has two, and it also has a small space where the architect was telling us that we can convert it and put a lot of like a mini patio, a mini garden. And that was another important thing for us.
And this would be easy. We move in, buy furniture, and that's it. And because it's small, there's not much furniture to buy.
And honestly, I feel relief.
Yeah, I'm very tired after all of the maths and budgeting
and eating on the floor. And
yeah.
Also, this is more expensive.
It is more expensive. It's more expensive. Hopefully that means it would go up in price more.
I think so.
I think it would be a very good investment.
Yeah. What do you think, guys? Do you like this place? It seems to me that Mar is our realtor. Guys, you need to contact Mar. Mar listens, and she will be able to help you. She speaks English as well. So I'm gonna leave all her information below. We loved it. We found our house, our apartment. We immediately told her we wanted the house or the apartment. Amor, ven. Guess what? Mar sent me a message. She's saying that if we want the apartment, she already said it to the architect, and he says that no problem, but if we want the apartment, we need to give 10,000 pesos to reserve the apartment. So basically,
We can have it.
It seems like it, because she said that otherwise he'll be showing the apartment. He'll be keeping showing.
Makes sense. Okay, let's pay the 10,000 pesos.
Okay, let me write Mar. So we signed the sales contract. In Spanish, this is called a promesa de contraventa or a contrato de contraventa. On this paper, the buyer and the seller set the price and specify the conditions and the terms of the sale, including any special arrangements. In this contract, we arranged to give 10,000 pesos as a deposit, which is $500. We needed to sort the mortgage out in a month, and there was nothing to stop us to get this lovely apartment. Our real estate agent told us we should get a broker if we wanted to get the mortgage. The broker gave us 3 financial proposals with 3 different banks, specifying and breaking down the monthly payments, the initial and final rates. Everything was very clear. He also asked for a ton of paperwork. That's normal in Mexico. I won't mention it here on the screens because it'd take me longer. I remember that in less than a week, he sent us the form to check it out before sending to the bank. We were reviewing carefully everything, and we realized he put that we own a car. We don't have a car, so Dave asked him. The broker said he put that info just to make sure that the bank could lend us money. We were very sure that our income was enough to get a mortgage. For this, we didn't want to continue the process with him. So Dave went to the bank, directly to the bank. This is the worst mistake you can do here in Mexico, believe it or not. It's quite complicated. It can take months and months, and I don't understand why, because it's something that is very convenient to the banks. The mortgage interest rates are super high compared to other countries. They start from 8% to 12%, more or less. Imagine starting from that. If you want to do it directly to the bank, forget it. It's going to take years and years. We were getting very anxious because the owner could only wait 1 month to get the rest of the money. After 2 weeks, we signed the sales contract. The bank called my husband and told him they weren't able to find his credit score. They've called the institution that is in charge of the credit score in Mexico. For our surprise, Dave didn't exist in the records. He didn't exist, even though he's been using a credit card, a Mexican credit card, for years. Did we have another option? We were running out of time, but we found another broker. And after this, let's see how it goes. We don't know, really. This has been very complicated and it's taken a lot of time. At this point, we only had 2 weeks, and then the seller would start offering the house again. We would also lose our $500 that we gave as a deposit. Our broker submitted 3 proposals to 3 different banks. Everything looked very promising, even though we had told her our problem. But we still had a few days, and she was hurrying up. We really wanted that apartment, but we were mentally tired. Dave was about to start a new job, and I was having tons of work. And even though we had paid $500, we kind of wanted to give up. It felt like we were forcing things that weren't for us. The broker told me she was going to tell me when they got a positive or a negative answer. And I got the news first. And I wanted to record Dave's reactions because I wasn't expecting, at this point, I wasn't expecting excitement. So here you are. This is what happened. Dave, can I talk to you for a minute?
Okay.
Okay. So I received the answer for the house.
Okay.
So
What does it say?
the credit is rejected.
Okay. So no house.
We already knew that. We told her.
So it's Bancomer's fault. Bancomer has.
Bancomer's fault. That's why.
Because I've had a credit card for 4 years. Something.
And Bancomer never did anything.
It's ridiculous.
That's right, guys. We couldn't get the house, well, the apartment, because the bank never registered Dave's information on the institutions that is in charge of the credit scores. Or maybe did it incorrectly. But the point is that Dave doesn't exist now. And I can't get a mortgage either because of bad decisions I made when I was younger. We know that fixing this is going to take several months. But we're happy though. We're going to get the house when everything is sorted out. How do you feel? Because we...
Relieved because it's been too much work and it's just been a lot of stress, and we'll have to buy something at some point, but we've lost like $500.
It's not a surprise. And as you said, I feel relieved.
Yeah.
Relieved as well.
Because, well, we've been let down every step by people not doing their jobs, and this about Bancomer is another example of just bad systems and people being unprofessional or so.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But
So
that's
no house then.
no house.
No house.
No house. Is disappointing video.
I wanted to record this because this was super important for us. Before recording, I was imagining having my own house, and looking back to my videos, it would be like something very exciting for me. We ended up with no house, and I didn't want to put these videos on a hard drive and forget about it because this was something very important for me and I learned something new. And I hope this video helped you to your house hunting as well. When we buy our house, I will be documenting everything again, and you'll be part of this. Thank you for enjoying my content. Please give it a like and subscribe, and leave a comment below. What did you think about our procedure?
So now we need to decide what to do. But, you know, we can do anything. So,
Honestly, I feel very happy.
yeah.
I feel very relieved.
It's been
It's been
an
very
unpleasant
stressful.